Please don't come down after we finish to get your medication, all right?
We open doors at 7 a.m. They stay from 7 p.m. at night to 7 a.m. in the morning. Everyone is homeless for a different issue, from addiction, alcoholism, mental health. This place is like a safe haven for some of them that don't have nowhere to go. You need social service skills. You need patience. You need empathy and sympathy. You need to be able to give them resources that they don't know about, that we know about. We're not gonna save everyone, but when we can say, oh, we housed this person today and we can sit and talk about it, it's a beautiful thing.
Why did I take one with 2 on it? I saw one with 3.
No, you can grab, here, let me put another one on there. Plating some pizza. We have some ginger snap cookies. We've got coffee that we make every night. It's really important that we serve a hot meal. For a lot of our folks, this is their only meal of the day. The toughest part is knowing that we have almost like an expiration date. You know, April 1st, we're unfortunately closing the doors, and that doesn't mean that we resolved all the issues in the months that we were open, you know what I mean? So it's tough to know that a lot of folks are going to be back outside.
Right now, there's a lot of people that are becoming homeless that have never been homeless before. Landlords are raising prices on rent like astronomical. And we've had people whose rents have gone from $1,200 to $1,600, $1,700. And I couldn't afford $1,700 right now, and I do pretty well for myself. So I figure everyone's feet are wet, so if you grab a pair of socks, you have, you know, sometimes there's guilt. Like, you know, you feel bad, like I'm in here saying certain things, doing certain things, but then I get to go home to my house. So when I was growing up, I had to do things with, you know, church and volunteer for stuff like that. So I've always been in human services, and it's something that I've shown my kids that it's part of, you know, just giving back. If you have, you should give back. You know, the staff I work with, we all get along. We laugh and we joke, and then we joke with some of the clients in here. Because like I said, the majority of them are just people down on their luck. So you try to make this part as positive as I can, because I know they have to leave at 7 o'clock in the morning and they're gonna be outside.
It's important because sometimes people get let out in the streets where nowhere to go. We've been rained on, snowed on. I've seen people pass out and stuff like that, so it's not healthy for anybody. And we're people, we're not animals, you know? And it's not fair to us.
There's a lot of frustrations that come with the job because of what we can't do for the guests. We only have a capacity of 45 people, 45 beds here, you know, and at any given night we have anywhere between 50 or 60 people, and sometimes more people. It's just sad that we can't do more, that there's only one warming center for this season, and we have to turn people away. I'm formerly unsheltered myself, you know, over 25 years ago. So I know what it is to sleep outside. I know what it is to be cold. I know what it is to be hungry, you know, and I try to share my experience with them so as a way for me to try to connect with them and say, hey, listen, I know what you're going through. The biggest thing is having them do an intake when they come in. And when they do the intake, then all of their needs can be addressed there, and then they can be referred out to the appropriate agency.
I'm epileptic, and I actually had a seizure at work, and they let me go because I couldn't get my documentation of all my paperwork in time, because obviously if I'm in the hospital, I can't get my mail. A lot of people that end up coming here really help each other out. There's another gentleman here who's just 71, and he also has epilepsy. So we all kind of, even the people that argue with him, still kind of look after him. Honestly, that's part of what keeps me coming back, is I've actually met some really nice people here.
It's 11 days left. Exactly. You made it on time today. Absolutely.
Tonight I referred, my second lead referred someone to the Warming Center out in Enfield. We called another one out in Vernon. We were able to place someone in Emacare. We was able to place someone in South Park End. So those are the highlights of the night when you're able to put someone in permanent shelter.
I've been doing this work for over 20 years. And Renee's been doing it for a long time. And this is stuff that we see every day. And it's still it's still unrealistic to us that people are out there suffering the way they're suffering. Once you have that hands-on experience, it changes your perception of what people are doing and what people are going through when they're unsheltered. I'm a firm believer if someone has a shelter, roof over their head, then they can deal with whatever other circumstances led them to become unsheltered.